You may not want to fuck up, but if your instinct tells you to do whatever you do that. Because you know what? It stifles your creativity to be able to say, well, I'm not going to do that because maybe somebody won't like it.
Judge it.
Do the shit that you like and not what people expect from you. And I think you'll be a success. Hello, everyone. Hola, mis amigos. You're listening to Oh My God Hi, Hijo de Dios. Hola. With me, George Lopez, porque ¿sabes qué? Let's do the show, porque I got a lot of things to do. I gotta go to that dry cleaner ahí. My kid fell, se pegó la cabeza. I gotta go get some Neosporin Paul.
You know what George is?
Oh, I'm sure he's around here somewhere.
What's his name? George?
Lopez.
George Lopez.
Oh my God!
OMG.
OMG! Hi!
Oh my God, hi! Hey guys, it's all about confidence when it comes to sex. Am I right? I'm usually alone, like right now. Hey, but sometimes stress can affect your performance and ruin the fun. Blue Chew to the rescue. Try Blue Chew free when you use promo code OMGHI at checkout and just pay $5 shipping. Check this out. That's BlueChew.com, promo code OMGHI to receive your first month absolutely free.
Support for the Oh My God Hi podcast is brought to you in part by SoFi. Cut through the jargon and make investing easier with SoFi. Visit SoFi.com/OMGHI to learn how you can win up to $1,000 in stock when you open an account. That's SoFi.com/OMGHI. Hey everybody, producer Grant here again. This is part 2 of a 2-part episode. So if you're just tuning in now, make sure to go back, listen to part 1 that came out last week with Trevor. This is the remainder of that really, really fun interview with George and him. Here you go.
In the late 90s, I had a friend of mine, we haven't spoken in a long time, but he called me the last angry Chicano. And I said, what does that mean? He said, you're mad at everything. And you know what? I was mad at everything, and I was going nowhere. Mm-hmm. And then I took that advice, and I said, am I mad at everything? And I was. And I was mad at everything, and I was more concerned about what everybody else was doing than what I was doing. And then one New Year's, because New Year's to me always meant a chance to, I mean, when you're not doing shit, New Year's Eve doesn't mean anything. And then I said to myself, okay, this year I'm going to start worrying less about people and start worrying more about myself. And when I did that, my life changed.
Yeah. That's really
and if I had been thinking the same way I was thinking back then, he was right. I was fucking mad at people I didn't know, and I was mad at things I didn't understand. And how the fuck can anybody be successful if you're fucking mad at inanimate objects and emotions of people
you're not
that
in control of?
No, man.
I'm just fortunate at the point in time in my life right now because, see, comedic, podcast, any of this stuff was never in my bucket list.
Yeah, never in your forte.
Yeah, and all of a sudden this came across, and I've established new friendship.
Oh yeah.
And
like
this
who are some
now?
of your new friends? Over there, the crime people?
No,
John Benet Ramsey's dad? Who else?
No, matter of fact, I was asking if I wanted to go see John Benet
Christopher
Ramsey's
Hansen.
dad.
Chris Hansen, the other that bounces checks. Who else?
His checks bounce?
Oh, if Chris Hansen? Yeah.
I've heard.
What have you heard about him?
He did some of these podcasts.
What do you watch? You're not.
I like reality TV. Like I like 90 Day Fiance. You ever watch that?
Yeah.
I love just like.
You watch that Married at First Sight?
I've seen that. I like Storage Wars.
Let me ask you a question. What do you think about? Because you're young. Mm-hmm. You're young. What do you think of Marriage at First Sight? Have you watched Married at First Sight?
I think it's.
Have you seen it? I mean, Gil. So people.
I've never seen it.
People want to get married, but they don't care who the person is, and they let two therapists, right, decide who's right for you.
Yeah. I think it's great for viewership, but it's like Pimp My Ride.
What
it's
about
like they get the car and then a week later they're like, that's not my car. They're doing it for the cameras. The second, at times they pimped out, they took the car and they sold the 4-inch TVs from the bumper. They're like, we're done with this shit.
Yeah, what he said, hey, it's like Pimp My Ride.
Yeah, it's a week later. They're not.
What you doing over there?
A week later, they're not
on the show no more, motherfucker. If you're not on the show no more, fucking, I'll get some money back, eh?
Yeah, dude.
Is that awesome or not? What about the ultimatum where a girl? It's usually a girl that takes a dude in there, but a dude never takes a girl in there and say, "Marry me or else." You see the ultimatum on Netflix? The ultimatum on Netflix is, you don't even have to watch it to understand this. It's that the I think it's more the woman, takes their fiance to this show, and there's like 8 couples there, and they say, marry me or else. But also in this group of 8 people, there might be somebody that's with someone else that you might connect to.
Oh, wow.
Yo, man.
We had a version like that on MTV called Parental Control, if you ever saw that.
Yeah.
Remember that? They would be like, our daughter is dating a piece of shit, so now we're going to have auditions for people in town that can date her. They would pick like one guy. They'd be like, this
Wait
is
a
our
minute,
guy.
is that what Parental Control is
Yeah,
about?
and then the
How
dude.
the fuck did I not watch that show?
It's
Yo,
hilarious.
did you ever watch that shit?
No, I've never
It
seen
sounds
it.
like the
but
best show ever.
I would hate it because my mother-in-law hated me.
Hated his ass.
Oh, she hated
So,
me
and for
before I got
example,
married.
they would have had hundreds of dudes meet up at a warehouse in downtown
No,
LA.
get the fuck
and then,
out.
And then they would all audition for the
Wait
parents.
a minute,
and be like,
is Parental Control still active?
This was like maybe like 2000.
Yeah.
2006.
Yeah,
that's when
yeah.
it started.
But wait a minute, how
2007,
come
yeah.
that show's not still on? They set
They
the
need
bar
to.
for every show.
But dude, then what? It gets worse. They would find a guy,
It
right?
gets worse.
But because the piece of shit boyfriend and then the girlfriend's parents would watch them go on a live date, he would be watching the TV show.
Oh my God.
He would be seeing his girlfriend go on a date with another man, and then he would always be like, he won't kiss her. He'd be like, she's not gonna kiss him. She loves me. She's loyal. And then she would kiss the new dude on TV, and the guy would just be there like, man, oh fuck this, I'm out. I don't even care. And then she got to pick between going back with the boyfriend or the new man.
Oh,
While this dude is still there.
brutal.
Fuck
wait a
that
minute.
puta.
Why isn't
Yeah.
this show still on?
Fuck
Ain't it?
that
Because
puta.
people would die.
Was that
people would
parental
get shot.
Was that Parental Control?
I think it was.
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
that's what's
Parental
called,
Control
right?
on
Oh my
MTV.
God! Hey, wait a minute. That whatever Netflix is doing, this shit is.
Dude, they
it's
were ahead of
all
their
their
time.
shows wrapped up
That
in one.
sounds that sounds like
evil.
what I went through with my wife.
Really?
Yeah.
All right, so tell him because
I got a Dear
Trevor doesn't
John
know.
when I was in Vietnam.
Well, oh, okay.
He went to Vietnam,
what's
which was a war. In
what's-
the,
Vietnam
in the
was a
70s.
war.
In
So
the
what is a
late
war?
60s.
What is this? no, what's a Dear John?
That's a letter.
Hey, so you
gotta
don't know
go
what
to
a-
I'm
you
breaking
don't know
up
what
with you.
Well, hang on a
Oh
second.
no, I don't know what
Yes.
that is.
You don't know what a Dear John
I'm a
letter
millennial,
is?
man. I don't know a lot of
Okay.
things.
Man.
So I at 17.
Or Dear Juan.
Dear Juan. I turned 18 November 29th,
What year?
February 1st in 19. Let's say,
They didn't have numbers there. They just
12.
put dirt on a
19.
pile of dirt.
Yeah. It's just on a wall.
67. 67, I turned
damn.
18 on November 29th. 2 months later, I'm in Vietnam in war. I'm in combat. So,
Man, how about that shit, man?
and that's because at 17,
I
the
was
cops took
smoking
me
weed out of a
home.
light bulb.
Cops took me home and told my parents, sign for me to get off the streets or he'll end up dead or in prison. So they signed. I went into combat, come back. Now it's 3 years later. I'm out of the Army. I wanted to go to college because at that point in time, now I had a new appreciation on life. I was mature. I knew I was mature because when I said for my high school transcripts, I thought D stood for, I was embarrassed. I obviously thought D stood for damn good, F for fabulous.
Oh, yeah.
But they let me into community college because I had been to combat, because I had been in Vietnam. Wow. I wanted to become a cop. I wanted to give back what that cop gave to me, and that was a new lease on life. Third thing was I wanted to start dating my ex-girlfriend who wrote me a Dear John. That's a letter you get when you're in combat that says, sorry, I don't love you anymore.
Yeah.
You're
How about
away,
that, man?
and I'm here, and I've got somebody else.
Wow.
So my heart was broken.
Yeah.
All right, let me ask this. What's the number again?
818-533.
All right, if anybody has ever broken up with anybody by text message, call that number and ask us why you did it, or tell us why you did it and what you thought you would accomplish.
And it was by
rather than
letter.
doing it face to face. Like people text people, hey, fuck
broken
you,
up
I'm
with.
not going.
definitely.
coming
We
in
didn't have
anymore.
text then. This
Yeah,
was
the
back
text
then.
version
Just
is the
But
Dear
the
John.
idea of
Just
somebody
the
breaking
letter-
up with you
the
over
letter I
text,
got,
because she knew when she sent that letter that he was going to get it and that he would be fucking heartbroken. I mean, that letter had to come from L.A. and go to Vietnam.
Damn.
And he was going to get it. And guys were happy to get letters. So do you remember when they said, Carrillo?
Oh, I got a letter from home.
oh God.
Damn.
Carrillo, you're like, hey, I got a
Killed me.
letter.
Did you send a letter back? Like, fuck you.
No, I didn't.
I mean,
when I
that's
got out of the
crazy,
Army,
eh?
the third goal I had in life was to get her eaten out of the. I want to hook up with her.
There you go.
get her eaten out of the palm of my hand so I could break it off in her.
Oh, you wanted
that's a
to break
total
up with
child.
her.
I wanted revenge.
Damn.
Hey, so you go over there, you have flowers, a limo. You're like, oh, you never did this before,
Yeah.
and then you end up breaking.
So you got back with her?
I got out in June of 70, September of 70. I had her eaten out of the palm of my hand. The day after Christmas, booyah!
Oh,
We got married.
Oh, whoa.
We got married, and we just had our 51st wedding anniversary.
Are you still with her?
Last Christmas, yeah.
Congratulations.
Well,
I thought you
shit.
said the day after Christmas you broke her heart.
No,
Then I was like,
well,
you
I
should've done
did.
it
She
the-
married. We got married.
In a different way.
Well, I said you should have done it. Yeah, if you're going to break up, you got to do it on the 24th so you don't got to get her a Christmas present. You know?
Yeah, but you know what? He thought he was. He thought he would be able to tell her, you know what? I don't want to be with you anymore. I just
Yeah.
got you back so I could tell you. But then you married her, right?
Yeah, well, the reality is I couldn't deny her. I was a good catch.
Yeah, I mean, I think life works in a weird way like that. You know, I met my current girlfriend in 2017, but we didn't start dating until 3 years down the road. We kind of talk off and on. She had other partners, I had other
No,
partners.
wait. Hang on a second. You're going too fast. Where did you meet her?
Instagram, like a real piece of shit.
See what I'm
you know?
saying?
Like a
See
real
what I'm saying?
millennial.
But tell me how you saw her. She saw
it's
you.
funny.
You said the DM. You slide in the DM.
Yeah. So I feel like you guys are gonna hear this and just be like, I hate this generation.
Wait a minute.
Because there's an art to it. And I feel like you might
There's an art
get
to
there's
it.
an art to it.
I know. I do it.
Because
It's a dance.
Instagram can be a creepy place or a wonderful place, you know? So what happened is in 2017, I had some videos start to get some good views, but I didn't have a lot of followers. So if I saw my notifications, I could see like who was liking stuff.
Yeah.
And I saw this girl, she liked a photo. And I could tell by her profile photo that she was cute. And I was like, all right. So I click it. And it says that she went to USC. And I was living in Santa Monica at the time.
Ooh.
She was at USC. So this is where it gets the art form. So I go in and I like a photo of hers. Just to let her know. Tap on the glass. Let the fish know that I'm tapping, you know?
Tap on the glass.
Yeah. And then she comes back, and this is where, and I think you can co-sign this. This is where you know that she was down. She went back on my page and she liked 3 photos. Now we're doing this horny
Yeah.
Morse code type thing. You
Absolutely.
know, that opens up the
horny
floodgates.
Morse code.
Yeah. So that opens up the floodgates. Then I shoot the DM, and the DM was something stupid. I think it was an emoji, which it was just like a hand wave or something like that.
Yeah.
And then that was like, oh hey. Love the videos. Then now we're in, and we ended up getting drinks in Santa Monica a couple weeks.
But how did
after.
that? You say, hey, would you like to meet up and get a drink or something?
Yeah, I think it was pretty straightforward. She.
But also, she trusted you.
Yeah.
She knew you had a profile.
Yeah, I mean, a guy named Trevor. It's like that's a pretty safe bet.
I trust you already.
Yeah, so.
But people think a guy named Trevor might be of an alternate lifestyle.
But true. I've also had a girl show up to my house, and she pulled a knife out of her bra 30 minutes after talking.
Hollywood Bowl,
shit.
no.
No. Yeah. No, she pulls it out of her bra while we're just talking on the couch. She pulls it out and she puts it on the table and she goes, I can trust you.
Oh.
I brought this just in case, you never know. But
Hey.
I just wanted to put it out there.
How about that shit that she had a knife in her bra in case he made a move on her? She would just be like,
Nah,
But
make
wow.
sure that
But that's
nipple
the
wasn't
thing-
cut.
That's the
I
thing
think
women have
Pearl
to
might
live with
have a
in
knife
fear
in
of. It's like
Yeah.
you go into a man's house, you've never met him, you only talked online.
you know what, man? You're right.
But it is wild because I opened the door in moccasins. I was wearing moccasins on my feet. I was like, you really think a guy in moccasins is a threat?
A guy in moccasins isn't going anywhere fast. 'cause
Yeah,
they're gonna
exactly.
slip out of that thing.
But it was like,
and then they're hot. You get the DNA out that motherfucker.
But it was weird because at one point I was like, what the fuck? I'm appalled you would think me that way. But on the other point I was like, oh dang, so she's down, So it was both passed, but.
And in that relationship, do you think that this person is the one? Like you guys are vibing? Like,
Currently?
Yeah.
Yeah. I really love this woman.
Do you-
She's great.
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
good for you.
She's good.
For you, man.
Let me hear you
Yeah.
say, "Ah."
No, but it's a big.
And she got a nice ass. So come on.
Walk it back.
Yeah. But
Listen,
I
I've seen
think
a nice
Happy
ass.
for
Worry
you.
about
I think it was in the same
where
way
you-
that
when you go to the next room.
I think it was in the same way that you said it just felt right,
Yeah, it did.
Something like that. So I think it felt
And
right.
what is her background? Can
She's
you
in
say?
finance. So she does like tax stuff and she does a bunch of like stock trade.
And does she
everything.
understand the world that you want to live in,
She's
or potentially the world that you might,
yeah, we're figuring it out.
as you go, as you aspire? What is your aspirations? Do you want to be You want to get your own television show? Would you like to do movies? You want to do?
I think all
specials?
that would be great. I think everything. You know, I think I love what I do right now, but I also want to just like amplify and do TV show or movies and shoot a special. You know, I'd love to shoot a special. I'm on this theater tour right now, and at the end of it, I do want to shoot something, whether it goes to a streaming platform or just YouTube. I don't really care.
Okay,
I just want to do something.
Right. Can I tell you this? If you would allow me to,
Please.
I would love to produce one of your specials.
Really?
Yeah.
That'd be awesome, man.
So you and I would go to some place that you think that you'd want to go, and we would walk in there, and I'd say, you know what? I like the way this guy thinks, and Gil and I are going to produce your special.
That'd be awesome, man.
Gil too.
Let's
Whether
do
it's
it.
There
Netflix,
you go.
I'll walk into Netflix, wherever you want to go.
Yeah,
Hulu,
that'd be
wherever.
awesome, man. Yeah, I mean, it's.
Are you kidding me?
Because I like the vibe that you have. I like the vibe that
Thank
you
you,
have,
man.
and you know, I myself, you know, have had a few successes. in my
Yeah.
life.
You could walk into Netflix and just sell them a video of you taking a piss, and they'd be like, it's up
No, but
tomorrow.
I want you to be happy
Two
with where
seasons.
you go, and I want you to be able to do what you do.
Thanks, man. That means a lot. That's all
And,
I really...
and also, as myself, I would love to produce. I mean, one of the reasons I think I'm not sure why we started this, but I think if you see somebody like you, that right, Gil, of all the
That's
people,
right.
we've had a lot of people there. They've been great, but I love the extra little bit of care about what you are and what you do.
Thanks, man.
That reminds me of myself. I'm
Yeah.
not gonna fucking bullshit you. It reminds me of myself.
Yeah, man. You were talking about your stories about you being 18 and you seeing Richard Pryor and not going up to him and just you're like, you know, he's working. You acknowledge it. You've been in the game for a long time.
I've been in the game for a long time.
So you saw what it was like to be when nobody makes eye contact with you.
Yes.
Now you get a little bit of a buzz. Now people are saying what's up to you at the club, and now you're a sensation. You're everywhere. You're global. I've auditioned for a bunch of stuff, but I think it's like, you know, maybe it's not the right place.
Let
at
me
the
tell you
time,
something,
but-
man. I auditioned for a comedian on Murphy Brown in the 90s. Bobby Collins got it. And
Bobby
I thought,
Collins is funny.
And the only thing that I ever got auditioning after fucking over 20 years was my show.
Wow. But
2001.
how thankful are you that let out? You know, maybe because what if you book something right before that show?
But
you would've never
also,
had your
just because
show.
you get a deal to do a show doesn't mean it's going to be successful.
Oh, dude, I
That's
don't
when you
believe it
dig in.
until I watch the credits on air.
And that's what I think that you have. I think you have the ability to
Yeah.
dig in when people dig in. And also, you know, even watching Jerry Seinfeld comedian, it's like, you know, that guy, you know, somebody told me, you're going to hear shit you don't like, and you're going to want to leave, but stay in the room, because when you leave, you leave.
Yeah, that's true.
And I was upset one time on my show that the first show that I got in my car and I started my car, and I thought, if I leave, I'm leaving. This show's named after me. I'm leaving over somebody who's in that stage. And I turned my car off, went back in the room, and handled it.
Damn.
But
And what
if
age
somebody
were you?
hadn't told me, if you don't like something that you hear, don't leave.
Yeah.
Because it's ebb and flow, man. Everything's an ebb and flow.
Yeah.
You're not everything that everybody tells you is going to be something you're going to want to hear.
Right.
So don't be like, hey, fuck this shit, and you leave, and everybody looks at each other and go, well, I guess we need to find another guy.
Right.
Stay in there.
That's the hardest part. And that's why I was so mad when the guy gave me those notes at the comedy club. He was like, it's funny, but it's not you. And I was like, yeah, what do you know? And then you
And then
learn
when
to
you
take
think about it,
criticism.
and then when you think about it and put it to you, and not criticism,
Yeah.
you put it to you as you saying, you know what, maybe I do need to be more focused on this and that. If Dave Becky hadn't give me that constructive criticism at Caroline's at that time at like 92, 93, I'm not sure we'd be here right now.
Crazy.
It
Yeah, I
changed
think
my
all those
life.
little random things, those like milestones along the way, you can't predict them. Whether it's like whether you got inspired from Dave Becky or I got inspired from a guy down the
Right.
street at a comic club. In
He
Burbank,
also
you know, you never
represented
know.
Louis C.K., and I don't think he told him to jack off every time he saw a woman. But I don't think that was
then-
his
He
advice.
should have.
I mean, now
But he won a Grammy.
He won a Grammy.
I think he
You know?
jacked off at the acceptance speech. I'm sure he fired one off right there.
Yeah, he's got quite the roster out there of men.
But Louis C.K. too, man. Like, you know, it's like, hey, man, you know, comedians and actors and actresses and people who hold high positions have always been of questionable character. And sometimes that was accepted usually, But then with social media, it became a thing where you could hold yourself and judge somebody else's character that usually remained behind covers.
Right.
I mean, you don't think actresses or Greta
Yeah.
Garbo, those motherfucking Sunset Strip about the actress
Sunset
that sat in the
Strip
room
was-
that looked at herself. That's all in the public and
Yeah.
now nobody can be a freak.
Oh, yeah.
And be in your house and be a freak. Everything's exposed.
Everybody was a freak back then.
Yeah. And everybody was a freak back then, and they earned the right to be a freak. But now you'll see somebody with 12 followers that'll become a freak that doesn't deserve to be a freak, as far as I think.
Yeah.
I don't think you have enough followers.
I mean,
to
it's
be
like
a
everything with Johnny
earned
Depp
it.
right now.
Can I be a freak?
freak. Yes.
Am I a freak?
You already are, Gil.
You're a freak, but you're a cochino. Like Johnny Depp on
But you never think about him like that. You just think about his movie roles, and now all these trials are coming out, and you're like, what the hell? And it's like, yeah, he's been doing this.
He's
shit
been
in the
doing
bed?
that.
Yeah,
and you know what? If you
bullshit
fall
the bed.
asleep fucking passed out in your house, drugged out, it's your fucking house. I fell asleep in a casino fucking years ago, drunk as a motherfucker. But
Did you win money that night?
I couldn't get to the
Oh, you didn't even make it
I
to
didn't even
gambling.
make it. When I saw the picture, when the police came to me, I said, "How'd the police get in my room?" I didn't know where I was.
Damn.
But again, it was not in a place of like a Home Depot or a Whole Foods. It was where it deserved to be. I fell asleep at a casino. I was fucked up.
They're passing out at Home Depot is funny.
That's
You're like, I tried to lift
there.
up a
You have an
2x4 and
issue.
passed
Or
out.
fall asleep in a Rite Aid getting ice cream with your
Yeah.
fucking car turned on. But you know, I fell asleep in a casino. People drinking in a casino. I fell asleep in it. I was drinking in a casino.
And
but
people
it's
were like,
but
"Oh,
it's
Lopez."
like it's like what people look at as a horrible behavior really isn't. Really isn't.
No, not at all.
Hey guys, it's all about confidence when it comes to sex. Am I right? Sometimes stress, anxiety, or a bad day, or just maybe your age can affect your performance and ruin the fun for both of you. But guess what? BlueChew.com to the rescue. Blue Chew is a unique online source that has the same active ingredients as Viagra and Cialis, but in chewable form at a fraction of the cost. So check this out. So, you know, as you get older, sometimes it's low testosterone. There's a million things that cause you to not perform at the highest level possible. That's why I think for me personally, I'm happy Blue Chew came along because it's chewable and then you're doable. That's my slogan for it. It's chewable and you become doable. And here's a special deal for our listeners. Try Blue Chew free when you use the promo code OMGHI at checkout. And that's just $5 for shipping. So that's BlueChew.com, promo code OMGHI to receive your first month free. Remember, Blue Chew tablets are chewable, and then that makes you doable.
Investing can be very confusing these days. There's terms getting thrown around like meme stocks, altcoin, shilling, all sorts of crazy stuff. And with that jargon flying around, it can be hard to figure out how to start investing. Thankfully, we have SoFi, and getting your money right is easier than ever with SoFi. It's the first investing platform to offer stocks, ETFs, automated investing, and cryptocurrency too, and this is all in one app. We're all users of SoFi here at OMG High, and I love the user experience personally. Very easy to navigate, very simple, puts everything in one place. You know, when it comes to money, you don't want there to be any questions, you don't want there to be any confusion, and with SoFi, it's a beautiful thing. You'll have none of that stuff. You'll have a good time. So whether you're eager to get started with investing or you already know the ropes and you want to diversify your portfolio, SoFi has your back. There's no commissions, that's on stocks and ETFs, no account fees, no hidden fees, none of that stuff that just kind of sucks, frankly. And they have complimentary financial planners who are on hand and ready to help you with any questions, whether you're stuck on where to start or need help on deciding what to do next. SoFi has got your back. You can even save for retirement. You know, if we're all able to do that someday with traditional Roth and SEP IRAs. So, cut through the jargon and make investing easier with SoFi. Visit SoFi.com/OMGHI and learn how you can win up to $1,000 in stock when you open an account. That's SoFi.com/OMGHI. Brokerage and active investing products offered through SoFi Securities LLC, member FINRA SIPC.
I mean, there's people that fuck up and just people who in their town they might be like.
So I'm
going to
tell you something. I'm going to tell you something. You may not want to fuck up, but if your instinct tells you to do whatever you do that, because you know what, it stifles your creativity to be able to say, well, I'm not going to do that because maybe somebody won't like it.
Judge it.
Do the shit that you like and not what people expect from you, and I think you'll be a success.
I think it's just listening to your own instinct. That's
what it is. Right, Gil?
That's right.
You don't have to worry about what fucking people think about you. Oh, they're not going to like if I do this. Fuck that.
I'll never forget. I had an acting teacher, and I went to school in San Jose. I think so. Yeah.
Have to ask. We always ask.
Yeah.
Was that the first one?
She was the theatrical. Yeah.
That's the first time your assistant had a smile on her face.
Hey, there we
But
go.
don't we always ask on the
Come
show?
on.
We always ask.
Big titties. Yeah. Yeah, my mom also had a rack. But anyways.
Thank you for that. Volunteer.
That was for you, George. But she moved. She was living in LA when in her 20s, and then she moved back and she was teaching. I went to San Jose State, and she was teaching like theater stuff. And she was like, I wish when I lived in Los Angeles, I didn't give a fuck what people thought, because now I'm in my 50s and I have all these regrets because I thought all these people would care. And it was a real moment. I saw like pain in her eyes, and I'll never forget that moment because I was like, she cared so much about what the other people in Los Angeles were thinking and the other opinions of her. It let her eat her way, and now she's. She wasted years on it.
That is exactly right. When I was in 12th grade back in...
Did you have big titties?
Yes. I had a couple nubs that would potentially be big tetas.
Hey, let's go.
And when they asked us to put... people have vision boards now.
Oh, yeah.
We had a notebook, like a mead notebook, and they said, cut pictures out of the magazine and put the things on the magazine, like a collage of the things that you like. And on that was Kiss. I'm friends with the guys in Kiss.
Nice.
Freddie Prinze. I got Freddie Prinze a star in the Walk of Fame. Ted Nugent. Ted Nugent and our friends. A Fiat TR3, which I think I got a better car than that. but the things
in 12th grade, you wanted a Fiat?
In 12th grade.
They had Fiats back then?
Fuck you, motherfucker. That was,
I thought they were I thought they were out there with like Mini Coopers.
It's a TR.
Wait, am I thinking about the wrong car?
Mini Cooper, motherfucker.
That's like the little wind-up one.
Way before the Mini Cooper wasn't even there wasn't even a fucking Cooper to make a Mini out of it. But everything that I put on my 12th grade thing happened to me.
Wow. See, I like stuff like that. I have a photo of from like 2017. I wrote on a whiteboard. It's like all my goals for like, I want a video to hit 1 million views. I want to get a headlining set. I want to go on the road for 3 weekends. I want to, get this many followers on this social media. And I look back on it, I was like, damn, like, it's like, you might not think about it every day, but at one point you put it down there and then you just keep working towards it.
But you know what, man? Nobody has this fucking work ethic anymore. Nobody has come in here and said what he has said. Not even me.
It's so nice to see. It's so refreshing to see that you have goals and see what you're doing.
Thanks, man.
Because so many people don't.
It's goals. Yeah, goals. But also you have a determination.
Yeah.
And goals are goals. Listen,
perseverance.
If somebody says, I remember when I turned 40, I looked in the mirror and if somebody says, I want to be. What did I say? The biggest star. It's like there's goals and there's dreams.
Yeah.
A dream is if you wanted to fucking fly. That's a dream. Mm-hmm. But if you want to be a comedian and have your own show and do specials and travel around the world and do stand-up, that's a goal.
Yeah.
That's not a dream.
Yeah.
And that's what I learned when I turned 40.
Really. Yeah.
And when I turned 42, I had my own show on stage 4 at Warner Brothers, where they had done Murphy Brown for the previous 10 years. And then I was there for fucking 6 years.
Yeah.
And I'm a household name when I didn't even like my name when I was in my own household. So I would say to you, as I said, you, my friend, have a vibe that I think people would understand.
Thanks,
You should
man.
do your thing. And we're going to produce your special wherever you want it to be.
I would love to, man.
Are you cutting us off?
Oh, yeah. No.
Oh.
What?
He said,
You hand him a microphone like that.
No,
that
it's not-
excites me.
Yeah, there we go.
That excites me.
There we
Gil
go.
just got his big break too in producing.
Yeah.
So what would you do? Where would you, if you had to do a special, where would you do it?
I would do it in either San Diego or Arizona.
Tell me where in San Diego and tell me where in Arizona.
I'm not sure the venue, but
Oh,
though the energy out there is unmatched.
So
Some of the
where though?
cities-
At Balboa
I've only
Theater in
done-
San Diego?
I've
or?
only done comedy clubs in both those. I'm doing a theater there.
No, you're not going to do
next
your.
week.
We're not going to do your special in a fucking comedy club.
No,
We're
no,
doing
I'm
it
just
in a
saying
theater.
the energy that they give out in those cities has been phenomenal. But I would either do that or I loved a theater in Tampa, Florida. I did the Tampa Theater. It was phenomenal.
Tampa
It was
Theater.
like a 1,100.
I think you should do it there.
I'd do it. It would.
Is that the one on the water?
Yeah, right there.
Thank you.
The energy there was insane. In Florida, they don't give a fuck. They're just excited. I would shoot it
And
in
also,
Tampa.
they don't give a fuck. They are excited.
Yeah.
I like that.
They're genuinely excited that like a fun act is in their town. You know, you shoot something in like New York or Los Angeles, like there's so much going on. You're kind of numb to like what a cool event is. You know, it's like right up the street. The Dave Chappelle show was at the Hollywood Bowl. It's like, yeah, the night before I was at a club for 100 people. You know, it's like there's so much going on in the city. But when you go to a place like Tampa or like St. Louis, you're the thing of the night. You're the guy in town. So it's a different excitement. You know, so I'd probably do that. But yeah, I'd say one of those two for sure.
And how would you dress when we do this? What would you wear?
Man, I like to wear plain clothes because I don't want people to judge anything, or I don't want people trying to read in my shirt when I'm up there. You know, I just want people to be like, this.
So
is
no,
the guy.
I don't want to. I wore. You know what? In the '80s when I was working during the day, they did a story on me at my job at Teledyne in Northridge, and I was wearing a Detroit Tigers polo shirt that I got in LA,
Yeah.
and this guy that had been a relative of Ballantyne, the magician. Remember Ballantyne? No. And he said to me, always dress better than the people that come to see you.
That's smart.
And I've always worn suits in all of my
Black suits.
and all my stuff.
Yeah.
you know.
White
Oh
shirt.
yeah.
And you know what? That was advice that he goes, if a guy is taking a girl on a date and they're coming to see you, should they be dressed better than you? And I would be like, no. They
Yeah.
shouldn't.
Classy. Now you keep
So
it classy.
you should look presentable as opposed to somebody wearing a Hawaiian shirt or shorts.
Oh, I think I know somebody who happens to do.
I mean, are you at a fucking luau or are you at a fucking show?
Yeah. No, I mean, yeah. I'm right. That's why I don't wear like a hoodie on stage. Some as small as that. But like a nice crew neck, I might even iron it if I like the city enough. You know, I'll get
Man,
fancy.
as long as you look presentable,
Yeah. Do my
that
hair.
people come and see you and they
Yeah.
go, is that the guy on stage or is that somebody that's going to help us move our car in case it don't start?
Yeah. No, I feel that too. You know, I just never want to be too flashy because there's nothing worse than dressing flashy than bombing.
No. But flashy's like bright colors and stuff.
Right,
But
right,
you know,
right.
you're prepared. So
Yeah.
as you go, you'll find out what's right for you.
Oh, yeah. I like just, I'd probably wear what I'm wearing right now. Crew
Yeah.
neck, some pants, white shoes.
Let me see. What's he wearing then?
He's wearing white shoes.
His shoes are
neck
clean,
pants,
though. His
white
shoes are clean.
shoes.
Oh,
White,
yeah.
white.
Yeah, that works. Yeah.
Yeah,
I couldn't-
I'd shoot a special on this, you know?
I couldn't figure out where his sock ended and his leg started.
Oh, yeah.
Looked like he was from
Put that leg
Ohio.
up there. Put your leg up there with a sock. This motherfucker is white.
Look
Listen.
at that.
Oh, yeah.
If it
Get
wasn't
it-
for the
oh,
little
yeah.
hairs,
If it
you
wasn't for
couldn't
those
tell.
socks,
Yeah, this is that
we'd be
inner,
having a toe tag ready.
This is the Illinois ready right here. You said the toe tag?
Yeah, what he
I
said.
got the
Toe
complexion
tag
of a
ready.
dead man, Gil. I thought we
ready for this.
were on good terms.
He said we would have a guy toe tag
and
ready.
they're dirty?
Hey, so what does your mom think? Did she come and see you perform?
Yeah, they'll be there. I'm doing the Novo in downtown.
Yeah, tell us where you're at.
In 2 weeks. The Novo in downtown, that's the last stop on the tour. That's May 20th. And my
What's the name of the tour?
The Are You That Guy tour. It's just kind of like
nice.
a lot of, I got a lot of, I think I have a good recognition of
that
my
name.
face online, but not everybody knows my name. So in public, when people say stuff, they're like, "Yo, are you that guy? Are you that guy?" And my friends will joke about me if we're at a bar, we're just like drinking or whatever, and some guy's like, "Yo, are you that guy?" And then when that guy leaves, all my friends are like, "Oh, are you that guy? Are you that guy?" So now it's like this like funny kind of story, and it's like this tour was really me breaking out into like the world, be like, no, I really do this stand up. I really do this comedy stuff instead of like, a lot of people know me for the video stuff, but I've been doing stand up longer than I've been doing video. So this
Okay,
is me.
so have you thought about if you walk into a place and everybody knows you? Have you said to yourself, man, what would it be like to walk into a place and everybody knows you? Have you thought about that?
Yeah, I mean it's wild because you got to take a step back. Sometimes you're like, oh, this is annoying. You're like, is it annoying or is it cool? Sometimes it's
let me tell you, from someone who walks into a place, pretty much anywhere I've traveled to, Europe, and people know who they are, it's a pain in the ass.
There's times I love it, then there's times at like 6 a.m. at the airport. And
I'm going
to
tell you that one time I was at the fucking airport at 5:30 in the morning, these people were looking at me, and I was with Brian, and I said, is this motherfucker going to ask me to take a picture with him at 5:30 in the morning?
Oh, yeah.
And they walk over, and you've had no sleep and still drunk. And they said, hey, can we take a picture with you? And you're like, yeah, let's do it. But you haven't experienced what I've experienced yet. I hope that you do. But it is a pain in the ass to go everywhere you go and have somebody recognize you. I don't care where it is. You go to a motherfucking donut shop at 6:30 in Vancouver, or you go to a
I mean, you're global.
a hat
You're an
store
icon,
in New
man.
York.
I just received a text photograph. I don't know where you were in some airport with a friend of
big
mine,
bottom?
with George, the buddy of mine you ran
Oh,
into.
yeah.
And here he is. I'm in one airport, and I'm getting a picture from George, another guy in another airport. George didn't look too happy.
It's a blessing and a curse.
No, I think it's not
Just
a
a curse?
blessing or a curse.
Blessing
It's a
and.
blessing. It's not a curse. It's an inconvenience.
Okay,
I
there
wouldn't
it
say
is.
it's a curse.
Not a curse. I don't know a lot of things.
because your life, because as people recognize you, as you have good fortune in this business, that you are allowed things that that people who don't have. I've been a member. I've played golf since 1981. I'm a member at this country club that is not far from where I live. I've been a member there since 2004, and I'm going there after we leave here. And I don't have to wait in line and all that other stuff. But so I would say that I would wish for you the problems that I've had.
Yeah.
Because I think you would enjoy them.
Oh yeah, there's some great ones. Sometimes I get recognized at like an In-N-Out, and I'm like, so we getting free fries today? And they're like, I can't do that. But I'm like, you know what? That's good. Humble me. But I've been at Disneyland, and the people working there are like, oh, you don't have a fast pass? Oh, you're Trevor Wallace. Go right away. And I'm like, there it is. There's the upside to everything.
But have you been to a place where they give you a car?
No.
Okay.
You got a free ass car? All right, look, I only got one, man. How many cars you got? How many cars you got?
How many cars do I have?
Yeah.
It's not how many cars I have.
Oh, that's a lot. If you got to give me
it's
a
how many
soliloquy.
places I have.
Damn.
I've had a house in Hawaii. I've had a house
Oh man, that's a gorgeous. What
in
island? do you have?
Mexico, in Lanai.
Oh, it's gorgeous.
But then I've I'm still right here with Gil.
Yeah.
That's right.
Hey man, I'll take.
No,
one
it
of those
doesn't
off
make
your
you.
hands.
It does. It's just the opportunity. I'm just saying. I wish
Yeah.
you the opportunities of that, right?
totally.
Right, Grant?
Thanks, man.
Yeah,
dude.
yeah.
I mean, this
wish
is
you the
awesome.
and I think that, and I feel that it's like somebody when you give somebody advice and you go, oh, I don't know if they're going to take that advice. I feel like we didn't even have to say anything about that advice. Like you're on that path already.
Well, I think the biggest advice is just trust your gut and continue to keep on going. You said you
that's
got the
all
show
you,
at
man.
42, and it's like, but you got in at 18. There's a long time of just like patience and doubling down, and just betting on yourself and keeping your head down. Like that's more advice I ever need.
Man, I had quit at everything in my life. My baseball coach told me in 12th grade, you're a fucking quitter. And you know what he
Did
was
he
right.
have good tits?
He did not. He was actually in good shape.
He's got a good memory.
He was in good shape. But who else had with good that? My girlfriend in high school did.
Hey.
And when he reminded, these are all the things that the universe puts in place. Like the universe put him in my place to remind me, or to let me know that even if I didn't know I was a quitter, I was a quitter. And if he had not told me that, I'm not sure what would have happened to me.
Yeah.
Because I was a fucking quitter. And he was 100% right. It was almost like if somebody would stand in front of you that you respected and they would just dress you down, and hopefully that you would be able to take that advice instead of saying, fuck him, and just check out completely. I understood what he told me. Maybe I didn't get it, but when I started playing golf and I quit when it got hard, I understood it.
Yeah.
So the two things connected.
Oh, yeah.
But without that, I'm not here. Or without that, I don't live where I live. Or without that, I'm not taking care of the people that I'm taking care of. But I'm saying that in a time when social media is maybe the place that people become the more identifiable, it's like the people who take the time to look at the fucking reality of who they are is like those are the people that succeed.
Yeah.
Not to say, oh, I'm on TikTok, I have all this, but what is in you that makes you that person?
Right.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
It's not checking your followers and go, hey, I got 10 more followers today. It's like what's in you that is not for them, but is only for
About
you.
the foundation.
That's what I'm saying.
You know?
I think that's a good place to stop right there.
Yeah, I'm great. I'm appreciative you guys have me on.
Right?
I mean, this is awesome.
This cat's, I love this dude, man.
Yeah.
Thank
Good
you.
time.
Well, I
Thanks so
appreciate you
much
guys for
coming
having
out.
me.
Good.
And we'll talk soon, and we'll get this
We're gonna do
special
this
out there.
special.
Yeah.
You tell this is what I'm gonna say, and he's gonna come back when we do it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give you my information, and you
Please
tell
do.
me and you tell us where you want to do your special,
Yep.
and when you want to do your special, and you and I and all of us will go and contact those places, and take the meeting, and they will tell us yes or no.
Yeah.
But I'll be in that room with you when you pitch your special.
I love it, man. I love it. I'm great for that.
Yeah.
I love it.
I love this
Can't ask
guy,
much
man.
more.
This guy's
I'm
fucking
just
real.
honored
He
to be a
reminds me
piece
of
of this
myself.
action.
Yeah, I appreciate it, man.
With a
That's
bigger
awesome.
nose, but my nose.
Yeah.
Hey, here you go. My nose.
Yeah.
My nose
yeah.
this way, but you know,
We
if
put
my
two and
nose-
two together. We have to pitch two specials.
If we
to
have two and
Netflix
two
for this.
together, we
Yeah.
have 11.
Yeah. No, trust me.
But
that's,
but you know what, man? I love that. I mean, it's just an energy that is immediate. Like the
Yeah.
minute you speak a word, you can feel it.
Thanks, man. I appreciate
Yeah.
it, man. This is awesome. I mean, it's
As opposed to Gil, that motherfucking been there.
Bill's a good guy.
Shit, man.
I appreciate you guys for having me, man. This was fun. This was a good
Best,
time.
man. This guy's the best.
Let's do it. Let's do it, man.
Let's do it.